It's time for Fridaysews, so let's chat. I'm Maddie with Maddie Sews, and welcome back for another Fridaysews chat, right? So there's a couple of things I actually wanted to talk to you all about. I wanted to talk about some patterns, pattern matching, destashing, all of that jazz. But then I also wanted to talk about my upcoming athletic wear outfit that I need to made, and I need your input in picking out some of the fabrics. If I'm honest, this is actually like giving me a little bit of anxiety, so I could really use the input. I haven't really been as productive sewing this week as I typically am, and I think it's really because there's been so many other life things getting in the way. The biggest thing being that our house is a bit under construction right now. We're having a bathroom redone. The last minute runs to the home improvement store has kind of taken over a bit. But hopefully that'll be done early next week and I can get back to some sense of normalcy. Before we get into it, let's talk briefly about last week's Friday Sews. So I had actually forgotten to mention that Jen over at Today in Jen's Sewing Studio is the one who actually developed the Friday Sews thing that everyone's been doing, and it's been really fun to watch everyone's makes and just to see kind of like what's going on in a more casual kind of way. So that's been really fun, and I'll make sure that I link to her in the description box below so that way you can easily find her. For those of you who actually hung out with me last week, I was actually talking about my birthday and some of the shopping that I did for a birthday dress. And one of those dresses was a blue and gold halter top that I just really loved. And I'm still determined to put multiples in my closet. But in maybe more casual type of fabrics. I'll put a picture up here so that way you can see the actual dress that I'm talking about. So when I was actually talking about that halter dress, I had shown some of the different ways or ideas that I had to kind of achieve that look with some of the patterns that I currently had in my stash. I mean, I can't believe that I don't have any halter dress patterns in my stash. It's kind of crazy. But then one of my buddies really came through and sent me a picture of this pattern. Can you see that? That's Vogue 9373. And I think she really nailed the pattern. She has a knack for these things. I mean, this thing is pretty darn close. The only change that I think I would actually do to this pattern is I would put some gathered like tiers in on the skirt to make it more similar to the other one that's in my closet. But that's it. Easy peasy and done. I'm super excited to have this. And while we're talking about Queen Offset, can I just say that she actually sent me a couple of different pattern pictures, and I didn't realize like why all of a sudden like she had all of these pictures like at her disposal. Well, it turns out that she is destashing her pattern stash. I just really have conflicting feelings about this. I mean, part of me is like, but they're your babies, really? But then the other part of me is like, woo, yeah, I can adopt a couple more babies. You all, I spied some vintage Christian Dior patterns that she's going to be letting go of. Now, I don't know if I could ever let go of stuff like that. I mean, like, I have a hard time letting go of like my little like recent patterns, let alone like a vintage Dior. I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here like, no, they're all mine. They're my babies. They're my precious. Red rings, y'all? Nope. It's all still kind of mind-boggling to me, but I'll be sure to link to her Etsy shop below. I don't think that she's actually listed those Dior patterns yet, so if you're interested, you might have to message her about them, but check her out. And by the way, the only reason why I didn't snatch up those Dior patterns is because they're in smaller sizes. So that's Offset's treasures and her destashing journey that I am benefiting from. Now let's talk about my athletic wear. So I've noticed that one of the things that actually makes me happy and makes me feel good about myself is when I actually regularly exercise. Not only that, but also when I'm learning how to do new things, right? And so I thought that I would marry the two by making athletic wear and mastering a couple of new techniques, like using my cover stitch, for example. With all of that being said, I kind of found myself like at a crossroads with this month's athletic wear outfit that I want to make because I'm not quite sure how I want to pair up the fabrics yet. And it's given me a little bit of anxiety, you all. I'm not gonna lie. It's do you guys ever feel like that? Like you have anxiety about a project that you're just kind of uncertain about, but like once you kind of start cutting into the fabric, you feel better. I think I'm gonna feel better when I start making this stuff, but man, I need your help. I mean, although I really love my stride tights, I think it's time to try out some different styles. This was the first pair of stride tights that I had made. I used this comic book pop art. It's like a graffiti art that I picked up from Spandex World. The majority of these fabrics I got from Spandex World. With this pink milliskin and the pink netting. And then I moved on from that and I made my money tights. So these are my money tights. I mean, they get a whole lot of wear. I use their holographic fabric that they have on their website. And you can see here, let me just kind of get it close. It has like that green shimmer, which I guess makes it holographic. I'm not sure what I was expecting when I was buying holographic fabric, but I'm really happy that I have these. So that's the holographic fabric with the orange milliskin. And then the last pair of stride tights that I made were actually made primarily using emerald curtain fabric. Now this fabric's a little vulgar, so if you have sensitive eyes, I'll let you know when it's okay to look, okay? Cover them now. So this is my most recent pair of stride tights with my fabric. Now with this pair of tights, I really wanted to try out my new cover stitch machine. And so it was the first project that I had underneath that one. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. I still have a ways to go in perfecting my cover stitching technique. I mean, there's some really nice stitches in there. And then there are some really rough stitches in there, like over here. Let me see if you can see that. But it's okay because I mean, it's all part of the learning process. I did make myself a matching sports bra and the cover stitching on that looks even rougher. The rough stitching doesn't prevent me from wearing them. And honestly, I'm actually looking forward to comparing these pants to some of the things that I'm going to be making later on in the year and see how I've actually improved. You can look now. So I haven't quite chosen a new tights pattern, but I have, I think, 2 different Green Style Creations tights. So honestly, I'm probably going to give another one of their tights a go because I loved the stride tights so much. So why not just like kind of keep it all in the family? Thinking that maybe I should try a new technique though, like maybe some butt ruching. If you haven't seen butt ruching in workout tights before, I'm just going to pop a quick picture of it up here so that way you can check it out. It's not my butt, but this is what butt ruching looks like. I mean, what do you think? Should I actually try it out? I guess part of me is just kind of worried that if I do butt ruching on my tights, my butt just might like suck it all in, like when I'm doing things like spinning or something, and I'm not sure how comfortable that would be. Maybe I just need to try it out, right? Like maybe I just need to try out this style, put it on a pair of tights that are already constructed. Maybe I'll just use like my Fabletics tights that I don't really like wearing. So that way, if I don't like the effect, it doesn't matter because I don't wear them anyways, right? Like try them out on that. I think I will. What I really need your help for is picking out the fabric for my next outfit. Okay, surprise. I got all of these fabrics from Spandex World. It's a lot of their matte milliskin, which is like a nylon spandex. I really like their milliskins. But I was thinking the one thing that I do know I want to use for tights, sports bra, possibly even a matching top, is this. I want to be able to incorporate this panel somehow into my tights. The thing about this is that I'm not really sure how I want to match this up. I mean, do I match it with the super bright highlighter yellow? Or should I use a green? Or should I use a combination of the two? I mean, I also have this plain black one. Should I just do the black with the black flowers and let the flowers really shine? Or should I just get really kind of crazy with the neons and do an outfit just out of these two? I am so stuck, you all. So I guess just let me know in the comments below which pairing you think I should do. Should I pair the floral with one of the neons? Or should I pair the floral with the black? Or should I just do the two neons together? Man, just thinking about it, like got that anxiety kind of creeping up. Whew. Oh, and also let me know if I should try out the butt ruching. I'm thinking if I'm gonna do the neon ones, maybe the butt ruching on that. No. I take that back. Let's just like reel it back in, like rewind. I'm gonna try the butt ruching on my Fabletic tights to see if I actually like it first. And if I do, then maybe I'll incorporate it into the new pair of tights that I'm gonna be making this month. All right, so I just realized I don't even have my watch on, and the construction crew is going to be coming at some point to take care of this mess out here, so I better get going. I really had fun hanging with all of you, and please don't forget to leave me a little note below telling me which fabrics you think I should use for my upcoming athletic wear look. If you're still hanging with me, thank you so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell notification so that way you know the next time there's a video. And until next time, I sincerely hope that you find joy and have a wonderful day. Bye.